On my kicker tonight, I have some good news. Do not be deceived by the 24/7 cycle of politics and intervals of bad news. Do not be deceived because Kenyans are doing great things. In the midst of all our political talk and gory murder stories, two young Kenyans have been making headlines across the world. David Gathu and Moses Kinyua are young Kenyan inventors who have created a biorobotic prosthetic arm that can be controlled by one's own brain signals. Gathu and Kinyua are said to have dropped out of university because of lack of school fees, but they decided to work their way out and work up and teach themselves engineering. And from their own home workshop, the self-taught engineers have developed a robotic arm that will help people that had lost their limbs. Just like a normal arm, the robotic arm operates through taking instructions from the brain of the user with a headset placed on the user's head, converting the brain signal to an electric current that then brings about the desired hand movement. The innovation of these young Kenyans got substantive coverage in the international media, in sharp contrast with the politics and bad news that dominated local headlines at the same time. Moses Kinyua and David Gathu joined the small but growing list of Kenyan innovators that are quietly working to make the big difference. Gathu and Kinyua also joined Kenyatta National Hospital orthopedic trauma technician Zakaria Kimengich, who was recognized 2 years ago by the Royal Academy of Engineering's Leaders in Innovation Fellowship for designing the double extension traction table, an innovative table in the treatment of bone fractures. Unlike our politics that thrives in noise and hubris, innovation thrives in quiet ways and places. Last October, it gave me great pride to witness the showcasing of some youth-driven innovative projects that could change efficiencies in government and public service provision if implemented fully. At the Manyani KWS Law Enforcement Academy, some 500 plus young innovators staged a made-in-Kenya technology marvel that included homemade drones and other cyber projects that could transform public service delivery in Kenya. It is to the Manyani-like innovation incubators that the Gathus, the Kinyuas, and other aspiring innovators should be encouraged, as the youth in Kenya are persistently proving our country's innovative potential. And so, don't be deceived by the messy politics. Some worthy greatness is on track on the sidelines of our national life. Take the example of the Morans, our national basketball team, shown right here. They gave Kenya an unforgettable moment in Yaoundé, Cameroon. Tyler Okari basket made history, taking our national men's basketball team to the top league of African nations for the first time in 28 years. Angola, we should be reminded, is a basketball powerhouse, and for the Morans to beat them in the football is the football equivalent of Harambee Stars beating Nigeria or Senegal or even Egypt. It is that big. And for those insisting on a political equivalent, this is way bigger than Simba Arati beating Sylvanus Osoro. So don't be deceived by the politics. Kenyans are doing greater things. That is my kicker.